Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another vlog. More on the release on the release on the more on the release dates of Marvel films, which they wish they officially announced, And the more Marvel films, I just tell you, compare it to the films that DC is making. You know, Marvel has been making more, keep on making more and more of the DC. Because probably the past several years, all DC has been making throughout the recent times is Batman and Superman. Well, of course, they came out with Green Lantern, which that film I liked though, but that film gets a lot of hate and it bombs badly. While Dark Knight trilogy and Man of Steel, they all get the pass. And make big amounts of money, but Green Lantern doesn't. But we compare it to Marvel, they've been keeping releasing more and more films each year, and now recently, as of yesterday, they've released more titles, more dates, more films looking forward to seeing over the next year for more years to come, So next year, starting in May 1st is Avengers: Age of Ultron. And then in July 2015, the Ant-Man. And then in August 7th, then comes the Fantastic Four reboot. And now as the next year, next year is now they've made releasing 5 Marvel films. Five Marvel films, and which compared to 5 Marvel films in 2016 and only 1 DC film. That's Batman vs Superman. So, but 5 Marvel films in 2016, which is Deadpool, which is going to release in February. Captain America, which is now a guy's official title, called Captain America: Civil War, going to release in May 6, 2016. Then X-Men: Apocalypse, which I think it's in I think it is. I think it'll be in late May. And then Doctor Strange, which originally was going to come out July 8th, 2016, but it got pushed to November 4th. So it's going to wait a little while on that. And then the 5th film, Sinister Six, the spin-off of the Spider-Man villains. So that's also going to be coming out I believe in late November as well. And then in 2017, they released about 5 more Marvel films. Of course, which one is an untitled Wolverine sequel. A sequel to The Wolverine that came out in 2013, and then a sequel to the Fantastic Four reboot. That comes out in the sequel to the 2015 Fantastic Four reboot. And then Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which is going to come out in May 5th, 2017. Which originally was going to come out in late July, but now it got pushed to May, so it's going to come out a little earlier. And then a third Thor film called Thor Ragnarok, which was supposed to be based on Apocalypse and Asgard or something like that, but that's going to come out in when's the third one supposed to come out? I think it's supposed to be give a quick look. July 28th. That was gonna be the release date of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So that's gonna come out in July 28th, 2017, and then November 3rd, then the new film, then Black Panther, which they selected the actor to play Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, who played Jackie Robinson in 42, and and he also played Jackie Brown in Get On Up. So he's gonna play Black Panther. That's gonna come out in November 3rd, 2017. And then in 2018, they're coming out with a third Amazing Spider-Man film, and then for Avengers: Infinity War, which everyone is excited to hear, because they released an early teaser, like from somebody's camera, an early screening teaser, showing holding Thanos holding the Infinity Glove with all the Infinity Stones. So that's gonna be part one. So like they're doing with the Twilight, Hunger Games, and Hobbits, and the Hobbit films, and even the Diversion films. The last films always end up in part one. Part one, part two, even also the Harry Potter films as well. So yeah, so Infinity War Part 1's gonna come out in May 2018. Then also 2018 they'll release Captain Marvel, which is gonna be not the male character Captain Marvel, but it's gonna be the female, which is the character played by Carol Danvers, the character who is Miss Marvel. So the character of Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, is gonna play Captain Marvel in 2018. Then also one's called The Inhumans, which one of them is called Black Bolt, and I remember one of them also on the team is Lockjaw, the 6-foot bulldog, So that's going to be released in 2018. And then the only one so far in 2019 is the last film is Avengers: Infinity War Part 2 in May 2019. So yeah, you compare all to these films, all these films, and DC has produced maybe mostly one film per year, like Dark Knight films have been released in one time in 2005, then 2008, then 2012, and then Man of Steel one in 2013, then Green Lantern in 2011. And compared to DC, I like Green Lantern. I do not like the Dark Knight trilogy. I do not like Man of Steel. Green Lantern, I wish that would got better praise and make more money, but that didn't give Green Lantern a chance, because they prefer Batman or Superman more than Green Lantern. But it's just my opinion, But compared to what DC has, like in 2016, so far the only Marvel film is, the only DC film is Batman vs Superman. And then when they also watched in 2016, there's only one DC film. There's like 5 Marvel films coming out in 2016. So, in movie wise, Marvel is just kicking DC's butt, and making more Marvel films, more comic book films. Which I know they also released some more DC film dates, though, which I don't know what those films are going to be, though, but for later in those years, but I'm not sure what films are, though. But Marvel has already got titles, more sequels and titles, release dates for those. Of course, there are most of those films I would like to see, though, and of course there are some films I do not want to see for Marvel. Like, I don't want to see any more X-Men films. I don't care. I have no interest in X-Men Apocalypse. I have no interest, especially the sequel to the Wolverine. But or even the third Amazing Spider-Man film, or I'm not so sure about the Sinister Six, because with all the Spider-Man films, with especially the Amazing Spider-Man films, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with the Sinister Six. So yeah, like I said, there's some they're looking forward to seeing, and of course there's some I'm not gonna look forward to seeing. So yeah, so that's my vlog on the next release dates of the next future Marvel films. Because of course now most nowadays is all comic book superhero films. Well, because it's popular, because the Marvel films have been making more money, and all the anticipation of fans are looking forward to seeing. Of course they're gonna make money. So yeah, so that's my vlog on the upcoming on the release dates of the upcoming Marvel films from 2015 all the way to 2019. So by the time we get to 2015, it's gonna be like 4 years, or maybe whatever, maybe 2015, 16, 18, 19, yeah, for the next 4 years now. So yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching. Take care and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.